Hey, I'm going to talk a little bit now about self-hypnosis, Simpson Protocol style. So Simpson Protocol is one of the kind of techniques that I teach to students around New Zealand and the world, but also something I like to do with my clients. The Simpson Protocol does take a little bit of an open mind. We do put people into a kind of what we would call a deeper altered state of hypnosis, which is more of a state that you would kind of think of it more like the relaxation, like deeper state. To me, hypnosis is not relaxation, it's heightened emotion and focused attention on what we want. But yeah, SP takes you into a deeper type of trance, and we set up finger signals, a yes and a no, and that way we communicate with kind of what we call superconscious mind. Now, superconscious mind is, of course, an idea or a name for something that we don't fully understand. But the way I explain it to clients really is that we have a conscious mind, and to me the conscious mind is the chatterbox in our head, the thinking part of our mind. Then to me the subconscious or the unconscious mind is where our automatic behaviors lie, our programs are there. You might find yourself going through your day doing things and you don't have to think about how to do those things, it just happens. And then I use the term superconscious mind for talking to the part of us that makes decisions about our life. It's almost like, maybe something happened to us, like being bitten by a dog when we were 3 or 4 or 5. But, in the future, there's now that mechanism set up. So if we see a dog, we get a signal in our body to move away, that's not safe anymore. So to me, it's almost like we're talking to the part of the mind that oversees our whole life and makes our decisions for us. And a lot of the time, those decisions may have helped us when we were young, but we don't need those mechanisms or things, ideas going on in our life now. So with SP, we it's in a different way. Again, like I said, we take people into a deeper altered state, and we set up a yes no finger, and from here we can ask lots of questions. Now in this video, I'm not so much talking about the Simpson Protocol as a process, but I'm talking about self-hypnosis using Simpson Protocol. So during the Simpson Protocol, when we take people to different levels, we ask the mind to anchor in a keyword to that level, and we call the keywords peace, deep, high, and even divine. In some instances, we have a really nice, more spiritual technique where we take people into quite an altered state that is different to the deeper state we experience in hypnosis. Now, when we are in that state and we ask the mind to anchor those words in, it makes it very easy for the client when they go home now to access those levels of trance or those altered states themselves very quickly. So I've worked with clients that maybe have used guided meditations or done a lot of practice on themselves trying to get into these states where the mind is quiet and they feel this beautiful inner peace, or the places where we can create quite a lot of change. And even after 20 years, they don't access what we access using, of course, guided hypnosis. We have different techniques to allow the mind to go into states quicker, altered states. So of course, we put these levels peace, deep, and high in, and so the client can then go and use those states at home, whether it's just to go to sleep, whether it's to use it to get a yucky feeling out of the body. So maybe they're not feeling good, or maybe they've got a headache, and they can close their eyes and just take themselves to peace and deep and then up to high. And in that place, ask that the change be made, or even in that place, it just regulates the nervous system. So if whatever is going on in their body is caused by overwhelm, something's happening in their life and the heart's racing and it's causing a headache or nervousness, then by taking yourself to that place, it calms the nervous system down. So other things that you can do in self-hypnosis is, of course, picture the future. Some people call this manifestation. For me, it's more, if you can go into the future and visualize what you want, the body believes it's real. The imagination, our mind, doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. when we are using it, and we tend to use our imagination for not good things. You know, if you're scared of flying, imagining that the plane's going to crash, and of course then you get the heart racing and the sweaty palms. We are using our imagination all of the time. So why not use our imagination to bring some positive psychology or some positive, physiological responses in our body? So if I'm working with someone for weight loss, and they don't know what their goal is, or they don't know how they're going to feel when they reach it, it's much harder for the mind to move towards that goal. And it's also much harder for people to stick to those good behaviors and habits that we need to do to get to that goal. So say if you really knew what you wanted in the future, and you knew how it felt, and you were excited about it, then when you go into the kitchen and there's biscuits there, what's going to stop you having all of those biscuits, because they're yum, is the goal that's in the future. Of course, we use hypnosis to clear the reasons why people emotionally eat, and we're not talking about that in this video. But when we're fully conscious in our body, what helps us to make healthy choices is the reason why we're doing it. And if the reason why we're doing it is super strong, then the decisions we make today and now, the impulsive ones, are going to be in line with what's in the future. So, you know, using self-hypnosis to also close your eyes, especially at night, and just visualize what it is that you truly want and feel it. Body believes it's already been created, then your mind and even your conscious mind is going to move you towards that goal, and is going to make it much easier for you to go where you want to go. So of course, using self-hypnosis, you can move away from discomfort. You can use it to regulate the nervous system. You can use it to shift uncomfortable sensations in your body, but you can also use your powerful mind to go forward into the future and create the future that you want, so that your mind is moving you towards that future, making it easier for you to make those good decisions. Now, of course, I'm talking about SP and how we can lock in words like peace, deep, and high. But if you are listening to this and you still want to do that, hypnosis is focused attention and imagination. So all you need to do is close your eyes, imagine that future, and feel it, and you're doing it anyway. So yeah, I hope that explains a little bit about self-hypnosis and why I use it and why others use it. And it's a bit of a superpower. So thank you.